let's go back to the old days. Let's get back to like 90s, early 2000s, where you just unlock all this stuff in-game by playing well.
Yep. Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Welcome back, folks.
Yep, the show that gets you right here. Right here.
Right in the sternum.
Yeah. See,
right there.
You get it.
Yeah. Today, I'm just going to go right into it.
Let's do it.
Try to stop me. Hold me back. Somebody hold me back.
No, Carter.
Today's Shade is brought to you by EA Games. Not really. But if it did, we'd probably be charging you for a lot of extra stuff with this. Because today's episode is actually about microtransactions in video games. And is that okay? Is that an okay thing to have been doing and to continue to do as a game developer?
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Yeah.
Because I know I have purchased a few games or apps or games on many different platforms. But it's super annoying when I'm like, yeah, all right, $30, this looks pretty freaking awesome. I'll spend that. And then you get in there and you're like, it's like, for another $2.99, you can unlock. It's like, no, I should have everything unlocked or I earn it and it becomes unlocked because I paid for this already.
Yeah, I like that system. That's the classic, like the old school video game thing is like, you just grind. Like if you want to play as Darth Maul and Tony Hawk, then you either get the cheat code or like play well enough to unlock him eventually.
You either cheat or you work hard.
I do miss cheat codes too, though. Those were fun. It's just
a couple up, downs, A, Bs, left, rights.
Yeah, like, so great. It was such a good time for video games.
I hate that you have to say, old school, when you didn't have to pay 50 times for one game.
I got Battlefront 2 about a year or two ago, whenever it came out, or a little bit after it came out, and it was very disappointing because you pay for, like, just the game. You get, like, 3 characters that you can play as.
It's a little okay.
Yeah, and then you have to pay to unlock any other characters or weapons or whatnot, or even planets. You've got like 3 locations you can play at with like 3 different characters, and that's it. And that's a lot of games nowadays.
Yeah.
Where you have to pay in order to play, which is where that comes from. But particularly with microtransactions, one of the bigger problems legally right now is a lot of countries are banning this as a system of gambling because people get addicted to buying these.
Oh yeah, and you really get financially in the hole.
Yeah,
like spending like $2.99, $2.99, $9.99. Oh man, I've got like this super fortress. It's like, yeah, but you can't pay your mortgage now.
I read an article before we sat down to talk about this where someone was saying how she spent like $10,000 in like 2 months off of microtransactions that she was addicted to. She finally got to the point where she reached out to the game developers, was like, I need you to turn this off for my account. Like, please make this impossible for me to complete these transactions somehow. Because she couldn't stop. You would buy this like loot box. It would have a bunch of different weapons, ammo, armor, costumes, whatever that you could switch out with. And you don't know what you're going to get out of it. And there's usually certain things that it could be in there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a slot machine where you're like, you pay $3 and then you're going to see like, did you get the thing you were looking for? And like, oh no. So you spend another 3 and roll the dice again and see if it'll show up in that box.
Yep.
And then before you know it, you're $10,000 in the hole for these microtransactions.
Yeah.
So a lot of countries have started to ban this practice and required companies to remove those sort of transactions from their games. But in the United States, the gaming industry has lobbied very heavily to prevent any regulation of that. So as of now, it's still legal and it's still in practice. We just want to know, is that messed up?
Yeah, because, I mean, I get it where the game companies are coming from. I do. They're like, we make a ton of money on these microtransactions. Yeah. And, I mean, people want that. If everyone has the same gameplay, they can't keep expanding the game, basically. Yeah. You have game A, and that's as far as you go. You go from this point to this point. But if you have microtransactions, you can get there faster. You can go on different paths. You can expand to other things.
Right.
I get that. And we can't base it off of like a few people that have like, you know, their like gambling addiction or problem with gambling transfers to the game world.
Right.
But it is a pretty clear cut path of This is literally just calling it a different thing.
Yeah.
That's not okay. But it's one of those things like if you need help with something, get help. But that'd be like we need to shut down casinos because people have a problem with gambling addiction. It's like, yeah, but a lot of people don't, but they still want them open.
Right. But here's the thing, like, this only benefits that company. There's no upside to having to pay for these things. Whereas...
you get more stuff. You do get stuff for your pay.
That's true, but it's all fake digital stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, physical objects that you get are already not going to last you your whole life, let alone a virtual one. But I just feel like this is so against the heart of what gaming's supposed to be. Of, like, doing something fun and cool as a pastime or a hobby. When you start doing this, it makes it a little too commercialized. Yeah, I just don't see any benefit of this to anyone besides the company. You could still have all of those things available, but you just have to win them.
Yes, I think you need to earn them.
Yeah.
You put in your time, you put in the hard work, and you earn that suit.
Yeah.
You do not pay $3.99 for it.
Yeah. I think somewhere along the way, you just got to be able to say, like, doing this thing makes the game less fun and is therefore less valuable.
Okay, let me ask you this. To an extreme measure, if you could play a game, all right, I'm going to ask you too.
Okay.
Because you guys are like so quiet sometimes. If you could play a game and you could pay $30 and you got the game, okay? Now, if you pay another $30, you can skip to the end and win. What's the fun in that?
Yeah.
There's no fun.
Yeah.
You have to, it's all about the journey and the work. So,
funnily enough, though, there are some people who pay people in other countries to, like, build up their character for them.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot, like when I did Clash of Clans. Mm-hmm. Like, you just go in and just, like, spend, $50 or whatever, and all of a sudden you got dragons and a huge, like, level 11.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying, like, they'll hire someone. Like say it's like World of Warcraft or something.
Yeah.
You start out with a level 1 character, and then it goes up to, like, 60 or something. So there's, like, rich people who, like, they don't want to sit down and play through all the first levels, so they'll hire someone in a different country to log into their account and then just play through a bunch of the game and, like, build up all their gold and resources and weapons and stuff. And then they just hand the account back over, and then that person, they can now play as, like, the highest level character with all their stuff.
Rich people.
Yeah, isn't that insane? Like, you're just skipping the line even in a video game where it's like, oh, the fun is, like, you go out and accomplish everything. It's like, I'll just hire someone to do that for me. That's really, you're outsourcing your fun?
No, yeah, that's horrible, guys. But
it's like, we're supposed to have this movie night, but I'm just going to send Javier to watch it for me and enjoy it in my stead.
Send me the Cliff Notes.
Right.
You know what? Make a trailer.
I don't want to read the Cliff Notes. Send in someone to read them.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, you're so lazy, but you're so rich.
But yeah, let's go back to the old days. Let's get back to, like, 90s, early 2000s, where you just unlock all this stuff in-game by playing well.
Yep.
And, yeah, I mean, I think that's really all there is to it. And I'm okay with, like, expansion packs. Whole different thing.
Oh, totally different thing.
If you're, like, 2 years later, you're like, oh, we introduced, like, 20 new quests and a whole different area and, like, here 15 different characters. It's like, oh, that's a whole separate thing. You've got the whole game right here, and you could put this onto it. That's different than being, like, for you to get from point A to point B, you need this gun, which will take you 60,000 hours of saving up to earn, or $3 to just go ahead and buy.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Yep. So let's go ahead and see what the universe has to say about this, because I am super interested.
Yeah. So what side do you want to take on this?
I'll take that it is okay.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll say that it's not okay.
Yep.
We need to get rid of this. And, yeah, I mean, there's no reason. Like, you're just encouraging gambling in people. And this is like gambling, you go into a casino. This, like, 12-year-olds are playing these games.
Yeah.
So you get someone with the impulse control of a 12-year-old who has access to a credit card or can convince their parents to spend that money.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you could see why companies choose to do this. It's just morally bankrupt, but physically bank full.
That's true. So just for the record, I'm not for this. I want it abolished.
Right.
You want it abolished?
Yes.
Cool. We both want it abolished. But I will stand for that it is okay and they should keep doing it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see what the universal moral decision is.
Let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That hurts.
Okay, so apparently there's nothing wrong with this. The universe is okay with it. I mean, it makes sense. Life is pay to play. Of course the universe doesn't care if video games are different.
I did not pay to play this life. All right, guys. Carter, listen up. Today's Would You Rather is theme related to the gaming world.
Sure.
I'm excited. This one's going to be a good debate.
Best one we've ever done.
Best one we've ever done. You know, watch all of them and let us know if you agree.
Right.
Comment down below. So, would you rather, Carter, exist as a Pokemon in the Pokemon world? Okay, in the gaming Pokemon world.
Gotcha.
All right. Or as a turtle in the Mario universe. Now, these are both in the game, not in like a cartoon or something that you've seen.
Right.
So, you're either a turtle in the Mario universe or a Pokemon in the game.
So benefit of being in the Pokemon universe is maybe you have a nice owner. You don't know. If you're a wild Pokemon, maybe you live out your life in the wild. Maybe someone comes along and kidnaps you. Maybe they force you to fight other Pokemon in tournaments and competitions.
Maybe they're an Ash. Maybe they're an Ash hole.
But then again, as a turtle in Mario, you're just waiting for him to come along and kill you.
Maybe. Or you could kind of dodge. But you don't dodge. You walk the same 3-foot path back and forth the entire time.
No, because I would be conscious. You know what? I would go with the turtle in the Mario universe, and I would win. I would take over the game, defeat Mario, and then save the princess myself.
Get all the turtles together, but guys, we can rise up.
Yeah.
We're so much more of us than him.
And then the one person who played that version of the game is like, you guys remember that one where the turtle was the main character? And that's not a thing, man. It's like the software in that one game went haywire and the programming came to life and fought back.
Struck by lightning. It's a whole Johnny 5 scenario. 80s reference.
Yeah. This would be a great movie of...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like Blue Shell or something like that. But the story of a turtle within the Mario universe.
But the gaming character got pulled into the Mario universe and became a turtle. And then that's how it is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like what was that? What was that game? Oh, there's a lot of them. Never mind. There's so many of those. I can't think of the exact one. I guess Ready Player One a little bit, but
I'm picturing in my head the scenes that could be in the trailer of that movie where the turtle character is talking to some other turtle in the game. They're like, "Where am I?" And chill out, man. You're in Mario Super World 3 or whatever. And he's like, "Okay, all right, yeah, that's fine. That's nice, safe game. It's not like I'm playing Doom or anything."
Yeah.
And he just looks over and you see Mario slam into the back of a turtle and rip it out of the shell and then throw the shell at another turtle.
The turtle just screams.
Right. And cuts back to that character and he's like... You just see a Yoshi eat the guy he was just talking to whole.
Poop him out.
Yeah.
So violent, so quickly.
We should make that video.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, and then Yoshi's tongue comes out and grabs you back of your shell. You're just like, no! And then everyone goes dark. And then somehow, by magic, you're back. But only after you get processed through his system, digested.
Okay, well, yeah, that's my answer. I would go with Turtle in the Mario world.
This is so messed up. I would go with Pokemon. Because basically, you're still a sentient animal. You might have a good owner, you might not. You might be a wild animal, but you have powers.
True.
And your powers grow.
True.
So I would go with Pokemon.
I wonder what a turtle would look like if they got a power up. Maybe that's what Bowser is.
Maybe Mario has to kill them all before they evolve because they're too powerful.
I really want to see this movie. I was picturing Mario hits one of the blocks and the little +1 life or the grow bigger thing comes out and it's going along and then you and Mario are racing to get
Turtle
to it
runs
first.
Up. That's the mushroom. I'm eating the mushroom. Okay, so today we learned that it is okay for them to do microtransactions in games.
And if you would like to know the results of the Would You Rather, just pay $4.99 in the comment section down below, and you unlock the premium Would You Rather, where you find out how it ended and what our answers were. And then for an extra $2, you get to watch the wrap-up of the show. All right, well, if you guys like today's episode, there's a lot more out there to look at. We've talked about Pokemon before. We've mentioned Mario a few times. And we've talked about other video game stuff before, so if that's your jam, go spread it on some bread and eat it with us.
Yes, jam away, gamers, fellow gamers. But in the meantime, remember to comment, like, and push that subscribe button so you don't miss out.
Yep, and always play video games with your younger brother. That way it's easy to win.
Yeah, ring the notification bell.
Unplug your brother's controller if he starts to win.
And if your brother actually wins, just get a new brother.
Yeah.
And as always, IKAGA.
Yeah.
Yeah!